Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jub bird, and shun frumious Bandersnatch. Oh, Lucy, you've fallen asleep. You can't think much of my reading, that's clear. Mind you, I'm feeling rather tired myself.
Brelig! Is it? Of course it is. The sundial says so, and the sun's never wrong.
Time to gyre. Time to gimbal.
It is, isn't it?
You can say that again.
It is, isn't it?
You just had to do that. Just had to say it again.
You expected me to. It's a joke.
I'm not very good at jokes. Stop driving, you two. The sun's out. Come on, Toes. Let's gyre and gimbal. Wait. There's somebody here.
You imagined it. It's that poem about slidey toads gyring and gimbling in the wave.
And the mole rats and Borgos, I remember.
Come on. It's getting late and we ought to go home. It's this way, I think.
This is where we started.
Well, maybe it's this way.
It's the very same place again. Come on, Em. Oh no, we're lost.
Everything's changed somehow, and these signs are all pointing in different directions. And we don't want to go to Tulgeywood. We're already in it, and we want to get out of it.
Beware Jabberwock. Why do we have to beware Jabberwock?
I think it means beware of the Jabberwock.
I know that's silly, but why should we beware? Oh, that's one poem, isn't it? Adopted by an enclosed cat, or is that the Jabberwock? Chup, 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 chup. Oh, look, what a strange bird, couldn't we?
No, we couldn't. The creatures in this wood might be dangerous.
Beware of the Jabberwock.
No, Lucy, the Jabberwock doesn't really exist.
Come on, sign him.
Oh my goodness! Oh, our big whiskers!
Excuse me? Could you help us?
Awfully sorry, can't stop! Oh, our big whiskers!
Wait! Oh, he's gone. We should go too. Lucy? Where are you? Oh no, that silly girl must have gone after that bird.
They've gone. We can go
Right then, you toads, move on! No gyring and gimbling here. The wave is ours.
No, it isn't.
We'll fight you for it.
We refuse to stoop to fisticuffs to defend what is undeniably our own property.
Come on, put up your hands.
We don't have hands.
Scaredy.
Yes. I mean, no. Of course not.
Put them up, come on, put them up.
Now look here.
Look out, they're coming.
Lucy? Is that you? Oh.
Can't you read the signs, young lady? Keep off the grass.
But there's grass everywhere. I can't help walking on it.
Just because you can't doesn't mean you wouldn't if you could. So you should, even if you can't.
I beg your pardon?
You can beg my pardon all you like. I'm not going to argue legalities and technicalities with an inferior creature like you.
Inferior creature?
Do you deny you're an inferior creature?
I should think I do.
You only think so. Don't you know?
Of course I do.
You might think you know. You might even know you think. but you obviously can't read because the sign says, keep off the grass. And don't stare. It's rude to stare.
You're staring at me. Aren't you being rude?
I could be much ruder if I tried.
Please don't. You're quite rude enough as it is. Who are you anyways?
We're the Borgroves. I expect you've heard of us.
Of course. I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Borgrove. Or is it Miss Borgrove?
The Borgroves. Don't you know what "the" means? The Borgroves. The original Borgroves.
Pleased to meet you.
Don't come too close. Who knows what diseases you might be carrying? And there are fleas, of course.
I don't have fleas.
Maybe you don't, maybe you do.
I don't.
Don't interrupt, young lady. Know your place and mind your tongue.
Well, I never.
I'm not surprised if that's your attitude.
Please don't take offense. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you. Oh, you don't have hands. No matter. Bowing is a much more superior method of greeting. I wonder, have you seen my sister Lucy anywhere? I've lost her. How very careless. Have you inquired at the Lost Property Office? No, I haven't. Where is it? Nobody's seen it for ages. That's your sister's lost property. That's where you should inquire. But I don't know where to find it. If you knew where to find it, it wouldn't be called the Lost Property Office, would it? But that doesn't make any sense. Nothing I told you wouldn't make sense. It's much more fun that way. You'll get used to it. I don't want to get used to it. I want to go home. As soon as I found my sister, I wonder if you'd mind telling me where I am? Well, this is the exact center of the wood. It's called the Wave. The Wave. Why? Because it stretches way before us, way behind us, and way beyond us in every direction, of course. Just follow the wood, and when you can't see anymore, you'll know you're out. But they all point in different directions. Which path should I take?
My dear child, you can't take any of them. They don't belong to you.
I mean, where does this path go?
It doesn't go anywhere. It has to stay where it is.
But would it take me home?
If it were to take you home, what would people walk on until it came back?
Oh dear. It seems one must be so careful with words.
Of course. Words and pathways are very alike. Each has its own appointed place. And if you confuse the poor thing, it won't know where it belongs. It all depends on what you want it to do.
If you ask it properly, this path could tell you how to get off Tolgiewood. It could tell you how to get home. Or it might tell you how to get in the middle of next week. But how does it tell me which is which? It can't. It doesn't speak. That's what the signs are for.
I do wish you'd stop asking awkward questions, child. The only sensible questions are the ones to which you know the answer.
I wish my teacher knew that. She's always asking me questions when I don't know the answer.
Take no notice of teachers. They haven't any thoughts of their own. They simply follow the syllabus. It's one of the most annoying creatures in existence, the syllabus. It's always getting in the way and asking for attention. Just like you, in fact.
Well,
I've grown tired of this tedious conversation. I'm bored. We'll leave you and resume our perambulation through the wood.
if you're going to be hereabouts, or thereabouts, or anywhereabouts, beware of the Jabberwock. I will, and the Jub bird. It's not a good idea to mention that bird. You see, it lives with that keyhole, and when you say its name, it comes looking for you. We ought to go before it finds us. It didn't see me. Oh my goodness, I do hope it didn't get Lucy. What on earth was that? I'd better
friend Lucy before something nasty finds her.
Right then, time to guide her and gimbal.
Wait! There's somebody coming!
Botheration!
Emma! Emma, where are you? What's that? Well, it's not a frightening noise. It's a very small scale creature so nice. Come out, whoever you are. Don't be afraid, I won't hurt you.
Are you sure you won't hurt us?
Of course I won't. I'm as scared as you are.
Are you really, truly, absolutely scared?
Absolutely.
Wow, no one's ever been scared of us before. We're usually the ones who get scared.
Well, you certainly scared of me, but I'm not scared now.
Not even a teeny, weeny, little bit. We don't scare people. I like scaring people. It's fun. We don't scare people. You say so. I just thought... Don't. You know, thinking isn't good for you. You get strange thoughts when you think. And where would we be if they came true? Still in the middle of told you would, probably.
I'm looking for my big sister.
Ooh, how big is she? Is she as big as a tree? As big as a heffalump?
Just a little bit bigger than me.
Oh, that's alright then.
She's called Emma. Have you seen her by any chance?
We haven't seen an Emma. Not anywhere. Not anyhow. Not nowhere. Not no how. Absolutely.
You must be the rats. My sister's just a reason.
Reading about us? Wow, we're famous. We're not famous. Not really. I can pretend, can I? Don't. It's just like thinking, and I've told you about that before.
I wonder, could you help me find my way out of the woods?
I'm afraid we can't. Alone. Far from.
No. Far from. No. Far from. No. Far from home. Well, dear rats, I'm far from home as well, so we can look for it there. I must find Emma and I'd like some company. I'm feeling rather lost and lonely myself.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What was that?
It's better not to ask. We better go this way. Quickly! The sun's going down!
Somebody's coming! Again!
Botheration! Again!
Please wait! Please! Only for a moment. I'm looking for my sister.
We are looking for our son. Have you seen him? Have you? He's a prince, you know.
Is he tall and handsome, dressed in silver armor and riding a white horse? Princes in storybooks always look like that.
Afraid not. Rather shabby, dirty knees, loud voice. Calls himself Sir Percival Lancelot Huntington Smythe. Really, Prince Percy, actually is a knight. You know, passed a night school exam in spite of not being very clever. Mind you, most knights aren't very clever. A great disappointment to his father. Warned him, beware the Jabberwock, my son, he said. Now he's lost in the wood.
My sister's called Lucy. She's lost too.
Well, look one together, child. 4 hours are better than 2, we always say. But 4 hours are such short supply nowadays. Have you noticed? Enough of the chattering and prattling.
We must find our Percy!
Come along, child.
Hello!
This is the most annoying. People running about the wave like this?
It shouldn't be allowed. Shh! They're coming back!
Botheration! Excuse me. Would you mind walking a little slower? You see, your legs are so long and ours are so short. Actually, if you don't mind, I think we'd rather go on by ourselves. Because what we do, you see, wrath is a bit like rather. And we'd rather be on our own, if you don't mind. If we were to find a way home, us anymore, and then where would we be?
Still in the middle of Tolkiewood, probably.
You know, maybe if we tried to be a little more cheerful, you wouldn't be so sad.
We don't mind being sad. We quite like it. Really, truly, absolutely.
Mole Rat's outgrade. Is that what outgrade means? That you're always sad.
It might, but it might not. It might mean we're glad to be sad. It might mean we're sad when we're glad. But then again, it might mean nothing at all. That's usually the case.
Oh! What was that? What was that?
It's just your shadow. I've told you about that before.
Oh. That's alright then.
We must go. I do hope you find your sister. Wear the Jabberwock, won't you? The jaws, the claws, and things. Goodbye. I think it's this way.
Why does everyone tell me to beware the Jabberwock? And what about the Jub Jub bird?
Jump, jump.
Stand back, fair damsel. I'll protect you. Have at me, little bird.
Wow, that was marvelous. You were truly brave.
Was I? Was I really? Good of you to say so. I thought so too. Sir Percival Lancelot Cransington Smythe at your service.
Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if you had rescued me.
That's quite all right. It's what knights do. Rescue sore damsels in fair distress. Fair damsels in sore distress. Or is it damsels? I'm never quite sure. Damsels, I think.
I don't mind being dancing. I quite like dancing. But I can't go about calling you Sir Percival Lancelot Cransington Smythe all the time. I'm going to call you Percy. For short.
I'm not short. Mother says I'm quite tall for my age.
Percy's a short way of saying Percival.
Oh, I see. You must be clever. I'm not clever at all.
I'm not very clever either because I managed to lose my sister. Could you help me?
Well, I'm rather busy at the moment, I'm afraid. I'm on a perilous quest, do you understand? You haven't seen the Jabberwock on your travels by any chance?
No, but I've seen a strange beckoning sound.
No, that's not it. The Jabberwock whiffles through the wood and burbles as it comes. The very sound! I must make plans. Don't disturb me. I'm having uppish thoughts.
Uppish, what's that?
It means I'm feeling touch. So my manner is rubbish. My temper is huppish. And my voice is grudge.
So rest in peace by the tum-tum tree is still on fire. That's what the poem says. You don't suppose there's a tum-tum tree right now, do you?
Did somebody mention my name?
Well, I mentioned it, but only in passing.
I thought so. I'm only passing as well. Tum-tum.
The Jabberwock! I must pursue my perilous quest with all diligence. I must take my vorpal blade in hand, track down the manxome foe, and cut off his head. You can watch me like.
You know, it's very odd. No matter how far we walk, we always end up in the same place.
Of course, child. What would you expect?
I'd expect to get somewhere different.
That would never do. Much more safer to end up in the same place. Never expect the unexpected, child. Makes life so unpredictable.
I'm not going any further. I'm sure Lucy will find me if I stay right here.
Of course she will. What was the excitement in that? Much more fun to continue the quest. Onwards, onwards, ever onwards. My old school motto, you know. Percy! Here, boy! Come to your mother, Percy!
Hello!
Everybody around here is most contradictory. Oh my goodness, it's getting dark again.
Leave my sister alone.
No, over here.
On God, foul creature! Well, stop whipping him about then. Stop him, you. Sorry.
This is ridiculous. I'll count to 3. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We'll say I won. No, we won't. Why not? Because you didn't. I did. Didn't.
For goodness sakes, will you two please stop?
Why don't you just call it a draw?
Okay then. It's a draw. Agreed? Agreed. So, Percival Lancelot Pressington Smythe at your service. Who are you? Jim. I beg your pardon?
Just Jim.
Just Jim, I'm afraid. But I call it because of Jabberwock. They call me that because I talk too much, you see. But at night, they're always trying to cut off my head. See, it's a perilous quiz. And night, love perilous quiz. But have a coming friend now. I should probably introduce you. Did you know these? Will Jimmy take off my head?
What a pity. You're quite ordinary looking without a disguise.
That's why I worried. How would Knight be afraid of me looking like this?
Why do you want knights to be afraid of you?
So they don't cut off my head, of course.
But if you didn't look so frightening, they wouldn't want to cut off your head.
I hadn't thought of that.
That's all very well, but I'm Mr. Johnson. I'm going to cut off your head anyway.
You can't cut off my head. I will die without a head. And if I die, there won't be no more Jabberwock.
But I have to take your head home to show my father.
He must want a silver platter. They always want silver platters.
He'll want a gold one. He's very rich.
What's a platter?
It's a big plate. You put heads on it.
Step back. I'm going to cut his head right off.
You can't. I won't let you.
Step away, or I'll cut your head off too.
You're not cutting her head off. Anyway, that's a toy sword. You couldn't possibly cut anybody's head off with that.
Well, when I had a real one, I kept cutting people's fingers off. Things like that. They said I was a danger to man and beast. So they gave me this. Oh, this is hopeless. My father will be so disappointed. He wants me to be a hero.
You can't go about killing things just to be a hero. What about your vows of chivalry, protecting the poor and the weak and the innocent?
That's only down. It doesn't apply to dragons and wild beasts and things like that.
I'm not a dragon or a wild beast. I'm the Jabberwock. The only one.
I've still got to cut off your head. That's my job. I'm a knight.
You're really a prince.
How do you know?
I met your mother. She's awfully worried about you.
Is she? I didn't think she cared about me very much.
Of course she does. She wouldn't be looking for you if she didn't.
Are you really a prince?
Well, yes. But I'm a knight as well. I've got certificates and everything. Knights have all the fun. Going on perilous quests. Rescuing damsels in distress. Fighting wild beasts and such like. Princes just prance about.
And fall in love with beautiful princesses.
I've never met a beautiful princess. You're not a beautiful princess, by any chance.
I'm afraid not.
I pretend to be one. Why?
No, it wouldn't be the same, I'm afraid.
Why don't you want people to know you're a prince?
Well, I'm a great disappointment to my father. Princes aren't allowed to be disappointed. So I figure if I didn't manage to cut off the Jabberwock's head, it wouldn't be so bad if people thought I was only a knight.
So, you were just making things up. Like Jim.
But I really am a knight. He's just pretending to be a ferocious creature.
I was using my imagination, having thoughts.
That must mean there's a tom-tom tree somewhere about.
Did someone mention my name again?
Well, I did, but it was only a passing thought. Again.
I thought so again. I'm only passing again. Tum-tum again.
So, what about the jaws
Of course not. I'm a herbivore. I'll eat grass and things. I just wanted to scare you.
But what about all the knights who barely escaped with their lives?
Well,
You can't say, ah, well, in a mysterious manner and nothing else. It's very rude.
it's all about imagination. Imagine you're in the middle of the woods and you hear strange noises. And it's easy to think some fearsome bandersnatchers stalking you. Then your imagination really starts working.
What's that? I thought I saw something over there.
I told you, it's your imagination. You can imagine all sorts of things if you really try. You might even imagine a furious bandersnatch.
Frumius? What's that?
Well, it's not spoken in a polite society.
Look, there's that thing again.
I see it. Over there.
What does it want?
That was the bandersnatch!
The Bandersnatch.
Now, the bandersnatch is a real villain. The one who's never seen again. The one who can hump and wrap her around. Now, the bandersnatch got them!
Like, seriously? What does it want?
It's quite alright. It wouldn't dare try anything while I'm around.
Where's Lucy? Oh, she must have wandered off again. She's the most infuriating child.
Oh dear, I'd rather think she'd been snatched!
I'll have to rescue her then. Come along, Emma. You can watch the mighty hero in action.
Well, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, come on, Jim. We have to rescue Lucy. Where's my sister? Stop!
Sacrifice! You! I want a word with you, Maxim creature!
Stop, Percy! Leave it to me! It didn't happen to you! You snatched someone!
No, we haven't.
Well, perhaps.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Alright, yes.
It was only a little one. Well, that little one is somebody's sister, and that sister wants her back!
Hand her over, or I'll chop off your head.
Stop, Percy! There's no need for that. You must be joking. They ate Lucy.
No, we haven't. We couldn't eat anybody. We're vegetarians.
We haven't got her.
Well, we did. But she sort of got away. She tickled me. I'm awfully ticklish, you see, so I had to let her go.
Excuse me, we found some lost property which we think might belong to you.
It's my sister Lucy. I told you about her before.
It's really too bad. You've done nothing but disrupt the smooth runnings of the woods since you came here. And now there's two of you, as large as life and 3 times as obvious. How on earth did you manage to lose her?
I didn't manage it. I didn't mean to lose her in the first place.
Whether you meant to lose her in the first place, the second place, or any place at all, we found her in this place. And if you take my advice, you should lose her again, as soon as possible. One of you is quite enough. 2 are impossible. You should throw her away. Put her in a rubbish bin.
Nobody's gonna put me in a rubbish bin.
It's all right, Lucy. You're quite annoying sometimes, but I'm very fond of you.
Ah, that explains everything. You'll have to keep her if you're fond of her.
That's all very well, but might I suggest you both go home immediately and let Tobywood return to its customary state of peace. Good day.
I apologize most profusely for my friend's bad behavior. If I might add, in complete confidence of course, you really shouldn't associate with bandersnatch people. They're frightfully frumious.
Ermias, what's that?
You'll find out soon enough, I'm afraid.
Why won't anyone tell me what fun is? And what's that awful smell?
I smelled it earlier, but I didn't like to say.
I say, it isn't me, is it? Mother's always telling me about personal hygiene.
I'm afraid it's us. We eat a lot of beans, you know. That's why people shun us. Sorry.
So that's what Frumious means.
Taking the beans is making me hungry. It's supper time. We better go.
Sorry I snatched you. We wouldn't have hurt you, honestly.
That's alright.
Oh yeah, and if you hear any more stories about Frumious Bandersnatch, this is no room. You're very shy. You're actually weak now. You're actually fun.
We wouldn't have met them if they hadn't snatched Lucy.
It's okay. I'm alright. It was quite exciting actually. And while I was trying to find me, I was having puppet fun.
I know I'm only passing. I'm always only passing. I never seem to have the time to stay. It's too bad. Well, one must be philosophical about things, such as life. Tom.
I thought of a rather kind of plan. All Percy has to do is go back and tell people how he braved dangers and disasters and fought the Jabberwock and show them the Jabberwock's head.
He's not gonna cut off my head.
Your disguise head.
My disguise head.
Yeah, Percy just has to pretend it's a real one.
You mean I'll have to lie?
Let's just say you have to use your imagination.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Go on.
All right, you insist.
You'll make your mother and father so proud of you.
And if everyone believes it's the real Jabberwock's head, they won't come to the wood to find him, will they? So Jim can live happily ever after.
Lucy, that's brilliant.
It is.
Get away from my mother! How would you like to wreck up your mother?
Behind us, Your Majesty. We'll save you.
Stand back, mother! Stand back for them! And that evil bird!
Anything hurts! I'm off!
Oh, Percy, our gallant son, facing ferocious monsters, save your mother and these fair damsels from a dreadful fate. How great!
Oh, mother, 'twas nothing.
And you two gals, came to our aid in the nick of time. Jolly good, well done.
Hello?
Don't know you. Who's this? Who's this?
Oh, I'm just a nobody.
Just a nobody. Jolly good, well done. What's that you're holding? It's absolutely revolting.
Oh, it belongs to Percy.
You own this disgusting object, Percy? How did you get it? Do you hope you haven't been spending your pocket money recklessly?
Come on, tell her.
It's the Jabberwock's head, mother.
You slay the Jabberwock?
Well, in a manner of speaking, yes.
Kalu Kale of Majesty, conjure arms our English boy.
Mother, people are watching.
Must get used to the public eye, Percy. You're a celebrity now. I'm so proud of you, son. You are trolling with joy. We must return to our palace now. Say goodbye to your little friends and don't delay. Kalu Kale of Majesty, tally ho! Tally ho!
Mother's proud of me. For the first time in my life, she's actually proud of me. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Go lumping after her. Quickly.
Farewell, my friends. You know, I've never had friends before.
You have now. And I'm not a beautiful princess, but goodbye, Percy.
Wow, 'tis a ferocious day. Tally ho!
Oh, Emily. Oh, Lucy. I couldn't thank you enough.
I'm pleased we could help. I'm glad I met you, Jim. I'm really gonna miss you.
Now, perhaps you could help us? How do we get out of this wood?
Well, it's a matter of turning things around. You read the Jabberwock now.
We ought to go home before anything else happens. I wonder which way it is.
He said beware the Jabberwock. sometimes just a matter of turning things around. You see, it's this way. Come on.
No, the sun's gone! It's almost dark! It's too late! Botheration!
Also, we'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for coming out. We'd like to thank the Hanneys for letting us use this amazing stage and this building to help us practice. We'd like to thank our amazing directors, Miss Baker and Mr. Owen. He went to go for an interview and a teaching job in Sabine Pass, praying that he gets it. So, and also we'd like to thank our techies. Yeah, we couldn't do it without y'all guys.
Keyshawn!